The measures that were put in place were much more stringent than had been envisaged in the original plan.
Could you please just answer the question? Were there, as far as you understood it, on the advice of your advisors and your colleagues, plans for countermeasures, for infection control measures in existence and informed to the Cabinet in February 2020?
There was a plan as set out and based on the 2011 pandemic flu plan, updated with the conclusions of Cygnus. And in Module 1, we discussed at length the flaws in that plan. The argument there wasn't a plan is false. Indeed, I've heard a number of Cabinet Office figures argue that there wasn't a plan. If you look at the 28th of February submission to the Prime Minister by CCS, it sets out that we have very advanced plans. In fact, it is much too bullish and self-confident, that note. And the idea that it was wrong to suggest that we had a plan is completely false. I appreciate that some people in the Cabinet Office did then later catch up with the seriousness of the situation and become rather alarmed. I think that their reaction when they finally woke up, in some cases, was helpful because the machine ground into action. In some cases, it was not particularly helpful because it would have been better if they'd said, we now realise there's a problem, what have you been doing about it, as opposed to the toxic blame culture that we've seen and referred to already.